So, this is going to be another one of those videos where I complain about something like that isekai video that I did, where I have the problems with the isekai genre in general. But if you read the title, then you will know that this is me talking about my problems with the romance genre in general. So, yeah, it's just going to be me ranting for a bit. That's it. If you don't want to watch it, go ahead, don't watch it. I won't force you. But if you do want to hear my opinion, stay tuned. Just also making clear that because it's not just manga that has manga that has romance in it, I'll bring up like certain factors of things that aren't just manga. It's a little bit harder not to talk about other things like that when in reality romance is everywhere. It's annoying, but it's there. So let's actually get into what I dislike. It's mainly I think a lot of people, when watching a show, reading a story, what have you, is romance in general is fucking annoying. Like, I'm not just talking about me personally, how I view romance, but maybe it's a little bit colored by that. But when you're watching something, like, let's just say a show, or you're reading something, or you are listening to something, or what have you, the majority of stories has romance be like the main part of it, and then they get together at the end, which is annoying because you have this weird thing where romance is sort of like you dating someone is the goal of a romance, when you should be just being like, yeah, let's stay together. And as a result, it sort of breeds a weirdness type deal where you have certain stories that are good, but at the end of the day, because you're always like, will they, won't they, you find it kind of annoying at the, just get together, talk. You obviously have feelings for one another, but you're not actually, communicating in a way that would actually bring about these actual, type deals. Like, the majority of series or what have you that has romance as a part, the large portion of it is about, will they get together? Won't they get together? Why don't... It's so lovely that they're not communicating to each other, which is baffling. If you like someone, just fucking say you like someone, and if they like you back, then bam, that's it. Why is it that it takes fucking an entire series for people to start getting together? Those series kind of suck, to be honest. The series that are just man, will they get together? Won't they get together? Is annoying, because you're just why won't they just talk? If they talked, then the problems would be solved. You would understand if that person likes you and you like that person. Just get to fucking together. Why is it that you spend hundreds of pages, hundreds of hours just not telling each other what... It's annoying. Seriously. Those stories are kind of hashed, and even, it's so baked that you are going to have a relationship, barely even make it until the end, where they finally, the last, couple of pages, or the last couple of minutes in a show, or in a manga, or what have you, they're going to get together, and those stories kind of suck. The ones that I do like, though, are series that actually have the characters, get together early on, and you watch as they figure out how they work as a couple. For instance, Otaku. This is great. This is a great series that I would recommend anyone that wants to start reading romance and all that, is because they have several different couples in this series, and they're all together. In the first couple of chapters, the two main characters are together by the before this first the first two volumes, because these are 2 volume ones, before the end of it. Like, and then for the rest of this series, it's just them trying to figure out, like, the exactness of what they like. And if they talk things out like an actual fucking relationship, like, this is more romantic than any fucking thing, everything else. Because, it just works. Because they're 2 adults, and they fucking talk to one another. Like, that's all you need in a relationship. Like, in a romance even. Like, if you are thinking about, like, asking anyone out, just ask them out. I don't care. Like, you don't care if you just sit on your hands and wait that you might pass them by. Granted, I'm a terrible person to be asking about romance advice for, but, just talk. That's all I'm asking. It's like, most of the problems that are had within relationships in these stories are had because they don't actually express their feelings. Granted, that's hard for some people, but if you just talk to them, be like, hey, wanna go out? This is terrible. And they say no, then fine. But you at least talk to them and be like, okay, is there any reason why that you didn't want to go out with me? Well, maybe say stuff. This is me talking to someone who doesn't date, trying to figure out this, but maybe it's just me not living in that situation. But most these can be solved. They just talk, and then you have an angle where it's not like you just reading for like 30 some odd chapters of, oh man, do they like each other? And it's annoying. It's fucking annoying. I like it so much better when a couple gets together, they acknowledge that they both like each other, and then the rest of the story is figuring out how their relationship truly works, and not just a relationship where it's just like, hey, I don't know if we want to be steady or something. That, it's boggling that that's the common denominator. Like, most romance stories have the being together as the goal and not like the beginning of the story. That should be how it works. You should be like, it's an annoyance that I feel like a lot of people have, but maybe I'm just alone on this. So, if you enjoyed me ranting about relationship, sort of manga genre romance, think about continuing. It's one of those situations where I just thought about this topic for a while and just thought, fuck it, why not talk about it? And maybe it came off a little bit more rambly than I thought, but this video didn't have that much structure in the first place. So, if you enjoyed this, I do have one about my problem with isekai. You can go check that out. It'll probably be a pin thing up in the corners. If not, then you can probably just research it on my YouTube channel. Though I will say, if you want to see more videos like this, think about hitting that subscribe button. It's pretty great. Pretty great. Though if you don't, I will understand. Hit that like button if you enjoyed my rambling. Hit that dislike button if you didn't, but maybe you can just move it slightly over and hit that like button instead. Leave a comment down below if you think that this is a problem within like romance, or if you have any other problems with the romance genre in general. That's always great. Other side note, I probably won't be doing a video next week because my parents are going to be in town. So, yay! They had a great relationship. They at least had a few kids together. I came out of it, so I guess that was a good result. Okay. But that's it. Go out, be safe, read manga, stay indoors, go outside. The sun burns, but it is what it is. Bye.